over the last several years, there have been a lot of people jumping up and down, screaming about defunding the police and talking about sending social workers to non-emergency calls, which I got to tell you, I totally agree. There were many times I got sent to calls where I clearly felt social workers were definitely better equipped to handle. It had nothing to do with law enforcement or criminality or anything like that. So, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of officers in saying that there were many times I would have happily handed a call over to someone else um, who would have been more appropriate to handle that particular call. If nothing else, it was less paperwork for me. But anyway, there's a lot of people who think that sending social workers is to these non-emergency calls is going to eliminate or at least mitigate violence. And I just shook my head because I know that in the real world, violence can happen in the blink of an eye. As a matter of fact, I remember a number of years ago a social worker posting that right after a police officer unfortunately shot a teenager who was in the act of stabbing another teenager. She made the comment that she would have stopped the deadly assault with her whistle. And, you know, that's all she posted. But it was clear to me from looking at that, that clearly her experience is working in a residential facility where the residents are trained and conditioned to react and respond to certain stimuli, bells and whistles and stuff like that. Life is not like game where you can just blow a whistle and everyone and everything just stops waiting for the referee. Okay, real world is nothing like that. So anyway, sending social workers to a non-emergency call is a great idea. However, in and of itself, it's not going to mitigate or eliminate potential violence. And this past October 25th, 2024, in Lynchburg, Virginia, two social workers got sent to a house to do a basic welfare check, checking up on a lady there, a resident. A guy comes out of the back room, and I'll have the article, link to the article, news article down below. But a guy comes out of the back and he's loud, he's rude, he's obnoxious, he's hostile, he's threatening, he's confrontational. And the social workers recognize that it's probably time to bug out. And they do exactly what I teach in my conflict de-escalation training seminars. Have the situational awareness to recognize that it's time to just break contact, disengage, and get away, because there will be times when nothing you say or do is going to effectively and successfully de-escalate a situation. However, unfortunately, in this situation, as the social workers were bailing out of the house, this guy produces a handgun or a weapon. Let me rephrase that. Produces a weapon and takes a shot towards the social workers. Fortunately, no one was hit. And after several hours barricading himself and all that, he was safely taken into custody. My point being is that it doesn't matter who you send in instead of the police. There will be times when nothing you say or do is going to absolutely eliminate or mitigate violence or successfully de-escalate a situation, depending on the level of someone's anger in the moment, or their level of intoxication in the moment, or the level of mental cognitive disabilities and challenges, or if they have an agenda. So I am so glad these social workers made it home alive and in one piece and safe. And hopefully this guy will get the help that he needs. And hopefully that lady, the resident, is not overly traumatized. But it is what it is. There's no such thing as a magic pill. There's no such thing as a magic word or phrase that you can just say or do that will de-escalate a situation. And again, sending social workers into a call in and of itself is not going to eliminate violence. Be safe out there. I'll catch you on the next video.
Yeah.